This is Letter to Sons. I'm Doug Keating. My wife Kim and I recently returned from a trip to Italy. We loved it. In the last video, I shared 5 reasons I love visiting Italy. Today, I'm going to talk about 5 reasons I love visiting the capital city of Italy, Rome. In case you're wondering whether to watch this video or not, you should. If you've never been, you may learn something. Also, it includes some footage I shot while there, and if you stick around to the end, there's some bonus content, best practices, and lessons learned. Let's start with a little bit of context about the trip my wife and I just took. We spent 3 days in Rome. While there, we took multiple tours. Day 1 focused on food, delicious food tour. 2 was the ancient sites, and 3, Vatican City. Next, we're going to move to the footage I shot in Rome. I will give the caveat I always do. If the quality sucks, blame me. It's just me, my iPhone, and a selfie stick. Let's take a look. Reason number 1, the history. Rome was like an open-air museum. You can walk around and see all kinds of fantastic ancient sites. I've got the Pantheon behind me. It's smack dab in the middle of the old city. One of the best things to do in this city is just walk around, look around, and experience all there is to offer in this historical, eternal city. Reason number 2, the sights. I'm standing in the Colosseum. This place is mind-bending. There is so much to see and do in the city. Pretty sure you could spend a week in Rome and not run out of things to do. Reason number 3 for why I love visiting Rome, Vatican City. Nothing like it in the world. This is my first time here, and it is spectacular. They've got a special collection, all kinds of art and things from across the world. You got the Sistine Chapel, you got St. Peter's, which is right behind me. We're here in November, and it was crowded. God bless you if you show up in the summer. However, there's only one Vatican in the world. It's in Rome or right next to it. Definitely worth seeing. Reason number 4, the Piazzas. I'm here in one of the most famous ones in Rome, Piazza Navona, and it's early in the morning, it's empty. This place will fill up as the day goes on. One of the things I love about European cities, and Rome is a perfect example of that, is the open public space. As I spin around here, you see there's churches, there's fountains. I'll talk more about fountains in a moment. And it's great just to get out, hang out with your neighbors, see and do things. Our hotel's right around the corner from here. One of the things that makes Rome a special place is all of the piazzas. Reason number 5, the fountains. They're all over the city, scattered throughout. I'm standing in front of probably one of the most famous fountains in the world, the Trevi Fountain. It's early in the morning, and as you can see behind me, there's already people lining up for selfies, taking videos, all kinds of fun stuff. Rome is a beautiful city, and one of the reasons is the fountains. Bonus reason for why I love visiting Rome, there's so much to see and do in the Eternal City. I mean, just look behind me. That's just the ancient part, only a section of the city. You could easily spend a week in Rome and not see everything, and I guarantee you, you will not be bored. Extra bonus reason for why I love visiting Rome, the churches. They're all over there. Don't just go to St. Peter's. I'm standing in front of Basilica Santa Maria Minerva. I think that's kind of right. If not, put something in the comments. And it looks kind of humdrum, but you go in and it's amazing. It's got marble and it's got paintings, just beautiful. And if you think it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, it's not. If I rotate right here, yeah, that's the Pantheon in the background. Rome is full of churches. Be sure to visit plenty of them. All right, let's talk about one thing that I may not like, and I think you may not like when you come to Rome, and that is, it is a big city. So think about all the things that come with it. Lots of people, noise, kind of stinky, and yeah, you may find some parts have trash in it, but that's the deal with any big city, and this is Rome. You don't come here for that. You come here to experience all the Eternal City has to offer. To me, it's a no-brainer trade-off. Time for lightning round. 3 of my favorite things in Rome, Italy. Number 1, favorite site, the Colosseum. I've seen a ton of pictures and videos and thought I knew what this place was all about. Oh my goodness, when you get there, you just walk around spending the whole time thinking, how in the world did they build this Colosseum. Number 2, food. Oh my, there's so much good food in Rome. Definitely sample to your heart's delight, and I highly recommend taking a food tour. And 3, the weather. We went in November. It wasn't cold, it wasn't hot. I think it was that sweet spot. So I recommend November as a good time of the year to visit Rome. Thanks for sticking around to the end. Let's wrap this video with some best practices and lessons learned from our time spent in Rome. I fully recognize I've only spent 3 days of my entire life in the Eternal City. Hardly an expert. This is just one guy's opinion. Key takeaway, Rome is awesome. We hope to get back soon. A few best practices. Number 1, I recommend staying in the old part of the city. Our hotel was near Piazza Navona, perfect location. Rome is very walkable, probably the best way to see this city. Number 2, take some tours. A few of the sites, especially the ancient sites, are overwhelming with the amount of things to see and learn about. It's helpful to have a guide to just sort through and hit the highlights. And number 3, don't pack your schedule. Leave some time to just wander around and take in this city for all it is. Every time you go around a corner, you'll see something and be like, wow, look at that. So don't pack your schedule too full. Here are a few lessons learned. Key takeaway, Rome is super duper popular these days. We went in November, and I'm not gonna say it was packed, but there were a lot of people. I heard in the summer it was hot as hell and packed with tourists. My recommendation, go in the off season if at all possible. Popular sites, they're gonna get crowded as the day goes on. I recommend getting up crack of dawn, getting over there and taking your pictures before the hordes of tourists show up. For example, Kim and I went to the Trevi Fountain around 7 and it was already filling up with people taking selfies and shooting YouTube videos. Let's talk a little bit about food. Lunch, I don't think you need reservations, and I would just let your eyes do the picking. Just walk around, pick a place, and you may want to do it for the view rather than the food. Good example, we ate some pizza near St. Peter's. The pizza was okay, but man, the view was killer. And for dinner, I do recommend you make reservations and confirm your reservation. What's that mean? Just swing by the restaurant earlier in the day and make sure it's on the books. Don't be surprised, like we were, if you show up and they say, yeah, we got nothing. We'll try and get you to the table, but you never know. Make those reservations and enjoy some good Roman food. Get to Rome, enjoy it. You will love it.